Hello, hopping in real quick just to say, because I forgot to mention it at the beginning of the episode, this is a spoiler-filled episode. If you have not seen the new episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, click off now and come back after you see the episode. Back to the episode. How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video, and we are here again, episode 3 of the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm very excited to talk about this one. You know, I'm gonna stop doing rankings until we get to the end of the season when it comes to episodes, because I need to watch them a few times, let them marinate before I can say it, because I've been seeing all over Twitter, oh, this is the best episode, oh, I'm a little mixed on this episode. I'm gonna wait until I do my ranking at the end of the season, but we got a lot to talk about today. A lot happened. I'm tired. I just woke up. I didn't stay up until 1 a.m. or midnight to watch it like I usually do. I had some other things going on out of my control, but I woke up, went on Twitter, and people were spoiling in the thumbnails. Guys, what are we doing? We're better than this. So yeah, we're getting into it, but let's just kind of get into it. So the first thing we've got in here is John Walker, Captain America, going after the Flag Smashers, and we see the true John Walker. All I wrote down for this was a quote. Do you know who I am? That's not something Captain America would usually say, so I'm liking where we're going with him. Everyone doesn't like him in person, in real life, and they're not making him very likable, which is good, which we all know that he's not going to have the shield by the end of this. We all know that he's going to be long gone, but I love the way that they're taking him with the unlikability, because he's not our Cap, not very likable at all. Probably the biggest thing that happened in this episode, Zemo's back. Zemo is back. We go to the prison in Munich. He breaks out. That happened fairly quickly, and he's rich. He's rich, which is funny because I didn't really know what to expect with Zemo, but apparently he's a big-time player, and he's rich as almighty, so that was kind of funny to see. We get a nice callback to the Notebook in Captain America the Winter Soldier. Apparently, the Notebook, and they talked, it was funny because episode 1, there were, not memes, but there were tweets about this, how it looks exactly like what Steve did in his Notebook in Winter Soldier. Well, it's the exact same Notebook, which was actually a really cool callback. I really like that, and I like that, you know, Bucky is honoring Cap in a way that he can, and I really liked that. I like, you know, the thing I love about this franchise is all the callbacks, and they don't have to be so in your face. They can be subtle, and this was a subtle callback that I really enjoyed from the first, from Captain America the Winter Soldier. And then we go to a little island in Indonesia. I forget what the name was, but it's like a big underground, not big underground, I mean, it's an island, but a lot of outlaw stuff goes on there. It's kind of like Tortuga in Pirates of the Caribbean, where it's outlaw, no real law, stuff like that, I guess is what it was. And we go to a bar looking for this lady. I forget what her name is off the top of my head, but we hear about the power broker, and I feel like the power broker is going to be a player in the rest of this season. We obviously have some more Flag Smasher stuff. I'm not the biggest fan with where they're going with the Flag Smashers so far. I need for them to get fleshed out a little bit more, I guess, but I'm not convinced by them yet. So yeah, we'll see. But we do get some Flag Smasher scenes in here. We find out the source of the super soldier serum is this doctor. And some chaos ensues, and Sharon Carter is back, which is awesome. We learn about her life now in Indonesia, because like we said in the last episode, I believe it was, that Sharon's an enemy of the state because of the things that she did in Captain America Civil War, so she is living her life in Indonesia, just trying to get by. And she is a pretty powerful player there as well, selling art and other things, which is pretty cool. It's cool to see these smaller characters coming back into the franchise, and like Sharon Carter was a very small character in the Winter Soldier and Civil War, but I don't think this is the last we'll see of her. I think she will be back. It seemed like she would be back from the last thing she said when she got into the car at the end. It seems like she will be back. So I'm glad they're bringing back these smaller characters to get some more screen time. See, now, Falcon and Bucky aren't... Sam and Bucky aren't small characters by any means, but they were background characters in the overall arc of the MCU. So for them to be getting their full screen time, and then to get some of these smaller characters even more screen time, I really like that, and I really enjoy that. So Sharon comes back. We have the club scene where we find out where the Doctor is. And then we go to the shipping containers. We saw this in the trailers. We go to the shipping containers. We learn about how the Super Soldier Serum came back. We learn about where it went. We learn about all of that good jazz. And while they are talking to the Doctor, Sharon is just kicking major butt with all these bounty hunters, which it was a real John Wick-like situation where like a phone call, like a text went out to everyone, and it was a bounty because Zemo ended up killing, or no, Bucky, somebody, one of them killed the lady that they were talking to. So there's a big bounty on their heads. So that was very interesting. Sharon's a badass. We knew this, but now we like really know this. Sharon is a big badass. The biggest takeaway from this is that the serum is back. He said there was about 20 vials of it, but Carly is her name. The leader of the Flag Smashers has all of them. So they gotta go get it and track it down because they don't want more super soldiers is what we're going for. And the other thing that we learned from this shipping container scene is that Zemo can fight. I know one of the biggest things in Captain America Civil War was that he was not a physical villain. He was a mental villain. And that's what I loved about him so much. I loved that he was mental. He psychologically broke down the Avengers, which was the thing that I liked so much about his character. But he can fight though too. And we saw that in this. He did a little bit of fighting and it was pretty cool. I thought he was going to run away. I thought he was going to go off on his own, but he ended up getting them with a car and they left. I don't know how much Zemo's going to actually be a villain in this. I don't know, because it seems like not so far. So we'll see, but Zemo's always planning something, so we'll see what happens. And then the last major thing, and I knew that I had a feeling this was going to come eventually, but I wasn't sure and I was a little thrown off. We get a member of the Dora Milaje from Wakanda at the end, meeting up with Bucky, saying, "I'm here for Zemo." And Sam mentioned that at the beginning of the episode. He said that Zemo killed T'Chaka. And do you think Wakanda forgot? No, they did not. And no, they did not. Because they know that Zemo's out and they are coming for him. But that is it for the episode. My overall thoughts, I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. I like all of the kind of... this is like a detective type thriller show. I like the detective work that's going into it. I really liked seeing Zemo and Sharon again. I think they are two really awesome additions to this series. We get more of the classic awesome banter between Bucky and Sam, and I'm really sold on this show so far. I think it's really good. I'm not sold on the I'm not sold on the Flag Smashers yet. I'm not. Hopefully they will come around for me. I'm just not sold. Their motivations are like any terrorist organization's motivations, it kind of seems like. So I'm not completely sold on that yet. I need more from that story. If they are going to be the only villains, which I refuse to believe that that's the case, I feel like Zemo will become the villain, but if they are going to be the only villains as of right now, I don't really buy it. So I need them to convince me a little bit more that they are actually these big bad villains that we think they are. But let me know down below in the comments, guys, what is your reaction to this episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I personally enjoyed a lot of the aspects of it. Again, some of the Flag Smasher stuff I was not completely convinced about, but I still enjoyed it for what it was. Let me know down below in the comments, what did you think? Go check out my website, FinaticFilmReview.com. Go check out MusicCityDrivein.com. Also check out my Twitter and Letterboxd for immediate 2021 movie reactions, and Falcon and Winter Soldier reviews on Twitter as well. And last but not least, if you are new, you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing. It really means the absolute world. It helps the channel grow. It is free. You do not have to pay anything for it, and it helps me build this community and helps in my journey to become a better film critic. So guys, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, let me know down below, what did you think about this episode? I'm very interested to see what you have to say about this week's episode. But guys, that is pretty much it. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.